Sagittarius, welcome into your general reading for September 2024. Thank you for joining me today. Now, this is a general reading, so before we get started, I'd like to say that this may not resonate for everybody. If it doesn't, that's perfectly fine. Just leave it behind. If it does resonate with you, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel and staying updated on other videos that I put out in the future. I would also like to say that you can get your hands on any of these decks that I'm using because they will be linked in the description box below, as well as booking any private readings with me will be available through my website in the description box as well. Okay, I have pulled most of your cards already, but I'm going to go ahead and pull an Enchanted Map Oracle card for you to see what is coming towards you, Sagittarius, in the month of September 2024. Got Wishing Well. This is the number 48, so if you've been seeing the number 48 a lot, that is a confirmation that this message is for you. This card indicates that in September 2024, what's coming towards you is some kind of wish fulfilled, some kind of abundance coming through, because you'll see there's a bunch of gold in this well, and this woman is looking here, looking back at the riches that she has now that she's put in the work, or now that she's manifested, or now that she's taken the time to wait and be patient. Spirit sending in some kind of good energy towards you in September, okay? Now, we're also going to pull an Anatomy of a Witch Oracle card for you to get the general theme of your September 2024 Sagittarius. Okay, you've got Awake. Now this card speaks to wisdom. Wisdom because the owl is here holding a key. And it's almost like saying that you have all the wisdom you need inside of you to make an important decision, to figure out how to move forward with something, to potentially solve a problem that you've been needing to solve. The Awake card also speaks to being present, being very mindful and observant of things, not being so much in a state of action, but more so being, well, not being in a state of inaction either. It's just being very mindful of the details that are happening around you, mindful of the people, mindful of what you say, what you do, how you act. We're moving out of an August that had a crazy full moon on August 19th. In Aquarius, and we're also moving out of Mercury retrograde at the beginning of September 2024, so things might feel like you've done a lot of reflecting and you kind of have to sit with the things that you've learned. Mercury retrograde in August, we all know that Mercury retrograde is the rule of re's, so reflect, revisit, rethink, reimagine, okay? So Sagittarius, in September 2024, you'll be getting more in touch with your mind, your body, more in touch with the lessons that you've recently learned so that you can apply them moving forward, okay? Now, moving into your reading, you're showing up as the King of Pentacles. The energy attached to this card is that you're showing up very headstrong, and I immediately got when this card came out that you're not really taking any BS. You're very grounded in your decision making. You're very rooted in your values, okay? And you're not really letting anybody get anything over you, because I see that you're dealing with somebody difficult at the moment, or you're dealing with a difficult situation in which somebody has lied to you. You might have found out that somebody was saying bad things about you at work or in your friendship circles, because there's somebody showing up here. I clarified that this was another person because you're being crossed by this Five of Swords. So with this King of Pentacles, you're kind of showing up as like, you're not, how do I explain this? You're making people put their money where their mouth is. And so are you. You are putting your money where your mouth is. You're walking the walk and talking the talk. You're not taking words at their value, you're taking actions at their value. So when I say that, I mean like if somebody keeps saying to you, so for example, if this person you're dealing with, I see that they're definitely a talker. They say things and then they don't really mean it. And you have seen through this, like you're seeing through it, and now you know not to just believe their words. You're knowing to really look at what they do instead, like seeing and really sitting with what you see. Instead of believing their words, you're believing what they do and their actions. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling there. This King of Pentacles is also very home-minded, okay, and very mature. So you could be showing up as just very grown. You know, you're not taking any crap from anybody. This Five of Swords, like I said, this is somebody around you. It's not you. This Five of Swords is somebody who's not very honest, not very trustworthy. They do talk a lot and not really back up their words. I'm getting that it's not somebody who is malicious on purpose. Now, that might not be the case for everybody, but the energy I'm getting right here is that this person is not malicious. They might do these things simply because they have some shit from childhood or some shit that they're ashamed of, or just something dysfunctional attached to their childhood personality. It's not about you is what I'm getting, but I see that it has affected you. And so because it's affected you, you're showing up as very no bullshit with it anymore. Rightfully so, okay? But just know that it's not really that energy of somebody out to get you. It's more so somebody dysfunctional kind of fucking up your life, okay? Like this could mean somebody at work, you know, maybe they accidentally told a boss like, oh, it was Sagittarius's idea to do this, you know, this project, and you know, the project didn't work out. Oh, but you know, it was Sagittarius's idea. Kind of like spilling the beans on you so that they don't get in trouble. And even if it's true, it's like they should have come to you first, you know, that kind of thing. Or this could be like a friend accidentally telling your partner like, oh yeah, like Sagittarius like thinks this person's super cute, and then your partner comes to you and is like, why do you think that person's cute? Like, your friend told me you think this person's cute. And it's kind of like, oh god, like, or somebody, for example, another example, it's like somebody who lied to you because they're ashamed of something attached to what they were doing. So for example, somebody maybe like, I don't know, was eating all the cookies in the cabinet, you know, and then they like bought a new thing of cookies so that you wouldn't notice that they ate all the cookies. And then you ask them like, oh, did you eat all the cookies? And they're like, no, I didn't. It's that kind of thing. But I'm sensing here that it's a lot stronger. Like it's thrown a true wrench in your life because you've got some more intense feelings surrounding the issue. So it could be like a partner who recently lied about something pretty big. And it might not be infidelity or anything like that, but it's just something that is what you do not lie about, okay? So that's kind of coming through for you in September. You're grappling with this, but I see that you're being very mature and holding your own and sticking to your guns, which is honestly the best that we can all do in that kind of situation. Strangely enough, you're being asked to embrace an offer of love is coming through to you. If this is not an offer of love, it's an offer of friendship. It's an offer of help in some kind of way. Somebody's coming through, or somebody's are coming through with love, with fun times, with a chance to take your mind off of what's been happening, or somebody who is offering you a healing opportunity, or just a good time, okay? Just a good time. This Knight of Cups is somebody who is really lovely. The cups are the sign of water. So this person could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And if they're not that, then this is how they present to you. Okay, so this person might not be a water sign, but they might present to you with the qualities of a water sign, somebody who's very loyal, very sweet and loving. So you're also being asked to let go of the hurt, the betrayal, the pain, the deception that you might have gone through recently in August, maybe in July. I see that you've been grappling, perhaps because of the situation I just spoke about with the Five of Swords. You've been grappling a lot, really having to tap into your reserves of strength. I'm getting somebody who's really like, feels like they have to hold back your like anger and your words. Like there's some kind of like cork being put on you for a good reason. It's like you're putting the cork on you yourself, because it's like you don't want to explode on somebody. You know that you need to like temper what's been going on, and you're just like over it. You're so done with it. Spirit wants you to let go of it, release it in September. Know that the worst is over. The worst is over with this situation, which is why you're being asked to let go of it, so that you can let new things come in, let new people come in, and let the energy change. Similarly, I see that you're leaving behind a period of time where you might have been unsure of how to move forward, unsure of what to do, kind of trying to listen to yourself and your intuition, making a decision about something, and you're kind of sitting there like, okay, what do I do? I'm not gonna make any hasty decision, which is good. You weren't making any hasty decision, but you were weighing your options. And this person here has a blindfold on and is holding these two swords, and this water behind them with the moon indicates that they were listening to their intuition. Okay, you just don't want to sit there too long until the water dries up. Okay, you want to be able to make a decision, and I see that moving forward into September, you're moving out of this energy and into a more actionable, more healing energy, okay? And this card was clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. You're showing up in September as the King of Pentacles. So you are leveling up in September. You're perhaps getting more information on something you need. You're just able to understand that the decision you made was the right decision. The Queen is sure in her decisions, but the King is like, that's the decision they've made and they're sticking to it. So I see that whatever decision you had been pondering before September, it's the right one, okay? Because that's a really nice message also to get, and I like that I'm able to give you that kind of message. What's coming into your life in September 2024, what you're moving into, is this Two of Cups energy. A lot of reciprocity in relationships. You're going to be focusing on the important relationships in your life. Now, I don't like to read the Two of Cups as just romantic relationships. I think there are so many platonic relationships in our lives that are of equal importance as romantic relationships. So this could be your closest friends, really coming through for you, clarified by the star, offering you a lot of healing. Similar to this Knight of Cups that you're being asked to embrace, okay? It's a similar energy. These people coming through for you, or maybe there's somebody who's new, somebody you're going to meet in September who's a new romantic interest. Whoever these people, this person is in your life, your family, your loved ones, your friends, it's going to be a very healing experience for you to spend time with these people in September. And whatever this tough circumstance has been for you, when you leave this energy behind, something really lovely and rejuvenating, and something about being part of a social circle or being part of a collective or just feeling like supported by a community is going to be shining through in September for you. And that's so lovely. It's just so lovely. Similarly, your home environment is also the star. So your home environment is going to be, again, a very healing place for you. You might be doing a lot of meditating, a lot of spiritual work. You might be having people over, having friends over, maybe having like dinner parties, tea parties, like, or just having one-on-one time with a really good friend in your home, and it just feels really good for you. In what you don't see coming, you've got the Nine of Wands clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups. That tells me that, Sagittarius, this situation that you've been dealing with, you might not even realize it, but it has put up a lot of walls around you, or you feel like you have had to put up really, really intense boundaries because of it. With the Queen of Cups here, I see that you feel so much. Like, I'm a Sagittarius moon and rising myself, and I feel like fire signs, we come off as very, blunt and not very sensitive. But people don't know that fire signs are super sensitive. And a lot of times their fiery energy is just a reaction to when they feel like they have to protect themselves. So Sagittarius, you have a lot of emotions about this. You are somebody who's incredibly loving, incredibly compassionate and accepting. I'm getting that you're very accepting of people, and you don't ask for anything in return of it. Okay? And it feels like this person, this Five of Swords, or this situation that you recently went through, it felt like that acceptingness and that kindness and that loving energy of yours was taken advantage of or was exploited in some kind of way. So now it's like this Four of Cups and this Nine of Wands. You're like, you might not even realize that you push people or experiences away because you feel like so exploited as a result of the situation. And you might struggle with embracing new people coming into your life, or even older people coming into your life, people who you have relationships with, but you might feel like a little alienated by it all, to be honest. And Spirit wants you to be aware of that so that you can know when to put your walls down and then put them back up. Because there's a mindfulness coming through for you, okay, through this card, the Awake card. It's also about knowing when your boundaries become walls, okay, and when you're kind of like refusing new experiences, new people, just because you're focusing on the old hurts, the old regrets, the old experiences, and you're like, okay, that was what I experienced in the past, so how do I know that that's not what I'm going to experience in the future? And you're being asked to be really aware of this, okay? Because new things, and especially people, want to come into your life in September 2024, and it's going to take some whittling away of your own walls to be able to truly accept them into your life. For your likely outcome at the end of September 2024, you've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Swords. These were clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. It's this energy at the end of September. It's this energy of really wanting to get things moving on a new front. So you're really kind of pushing, trying to, the word forget is coming up. You might be wanting to just forget everything that happened, everything bad that happened recently to you. You might be experiencing that kind of thing where you haven't really healed fully, but you feel like you've healed enough, and you're like, all right, let's keep it moving. Let's go to the next thing. This Knight of Swords is very frustrated. Like, I'm feeling a very frustrated energy, kind of angry energy, because they want things to move forward quicker than they are. Now, because these cards are clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, I see that you're gonna have to remain in this energy for a bit longer, okay? You're not really moving as quickly into the new as you might have hoped at the end of September. Don't let that upset you. Don't let that make you feel like it's never going to happen. It is going to happen. It just takes time. You might need just a couple more weeks. You know, it might happen in October for you. You don't know. But I see that there's going to be some, you know, need to stay in that King of Pentacles energy for you. You're going to need to remain pretty firm regarding this situation that you're grappling with, okay? Now, your advice from Spirit in September, you're being advised to remember that you're going to be victorious. You are going to conquer these feelings of loss, of sadness, of grief, of feeling potentially rejected, of feeling like you're in your life, there's just scarcity. Like there's not enough. You don't have enough of something. There's not enough love. There's not enough stability. There's not enough money. And you'll see this Five of Cups. There's 3 cups that have spilled out right here. But there's 2 fully filled cups right behind this person. They're choosing to linger on these 3 cups. And this cup right here didn't even have water in it. It had wine in it. It wasn't even water. It was a trick. Spirit's not saying don't feel your emotions. Don't experience your emotions, because that's the human experience, right? Like we all have to do that in order to learn and grow and become better versions of ourselves. Spirit's just reminding you, you're going to be victorious. You're going to get over this. Things are going to move forward and get better for you. Just keep that in your rear view. So let's go ahead and grab an Archangel Animal Oracle card for you, Sagittarius, to see who is guiding you through September 2024. Okay, you've got Rat. Rat's message is, be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. Archangels Gabriel and Zadkiel. Archangel Gabriel is actually one of the most powerful archangels besides Archangel Michael. People often talk about Archangel Michael and Gabriel together. Rat's message is, I'm here to remind you that when you are acting with the best and noblest intentions, you may still be misunderstood. In extreme cases, you may even be persecuted. There will always be those who want to put out the light of others. Your guidance is to let no one diminish you. Instead, remain true to your pure purpose and hold your vision like a bright flame. Do your best at all times and only take on that which you can handle. Check internally that you are taking responsibility for your actions, then relax and know that your life mission will eventually be recognized and you will receive your just reward. Rats are also very intelligent animals, Sagittarius. So you're being guided by one of the most intelligent, quick-witted animals of the Oracle deck, okay? So you might feel like very clever in September. You might feel like you can see through things that you maybe didn't see through before. You might feel, the energy is coming through with these cards. You might be noticing things that you didn't notice before. And it's kind of like these revelations that are going to be really helpful for you. And like I said with this card, it's almost like these revelations are prayer answered. Perhaps you asked for guidance. Is this person the person for me? Or is this friend group where I'm supposed to belong? Like, do these people accept me for who I am? And whatever message you're getting is coming through because you're just being aware, you're watching your surroundings, you're looking at how people act and not what they say, you're looking at how they act. And those answers come through. Now we're going to grab a Tree Keeper's Oracle card, last card, to see the lesson that you are being encouraged to learn in September 2024. Ooh. Sorry for any noise, by the way. I live in kind of a noisy spot and my windows are not fully insulated, so it's easy for the noises from the street to come through my apartment. So apologies for any people or noises you might hear. You've got number 22, keeper of intuition. If you've been seeing the number 22 or iterations of it, so 2222, 222, know that that is confirmation that this message is for you. So as I was opening up to the message in the book, my guides told me to point out that this person is barefoot. That might be helpful for you somehow, going barefoot, maybe on the beach, going barefoot in grass, in nature. It might help you connect with your intuition. The message is, slow down and listen. You are the keeper of your own intuition. She lives inside you at the core of your life tree. This is a moment to realize you already know what to do. Your intuition is already speaking to you. Do not seek advice outside of yourself at this time. Just go with that gut feeling. The next move will reveal itself after you take the first step. Don't waste an ounce of your energy on doubt or second guessing. Your intuition knows their stuff, so trust them. Don't deny that still small voice inside the core of you. Your thriving life is their top priority. What a beautiful message, and again, really goes along with what all these other cards are saying. Listen to yourself this month, because the answers are going to come through you, to you. They're not going to come from anybody else, Sagittarius, okay? Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me on this reading. Once again, if it resonated with you, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel. I am relatively new on here, so any help is appreciated, okay? Have a wonderful September.